Happy Friday, traders. What an absolute fantastic week in markets. Now, as traders, what you want is you want trending markets, you want volatility, and you want big daily ranges. And precious metals have delivered that in spades. In precious metals, we have had raging bull market, raging trending market. And we've also had some volatility, some good two-way flows. And we've had those big daily ranges, so an absolute gift for the gift that keeps on giving for traders. This week we did see gold smash through 4,000, a big psychological level. As a target for a lot of traders they've been waiting for, and we printed new record highs up at 40.60. But the big news overnight, big news was that silver finally broke through $50. And smashed through that and printed a high above $51. So it has finally joined the record high club. It's been a long time coming, so well done to the silver bulls. But we did see a retracement after it hit those record highs. Retraced about $2 and did close sub $50. And gold also did have a decent retracement where that also came off about $100 and closed sub 4,000. Look, there's nothing sinister in those retracements. There was no news or no event or anything. It was just profit taking. A lot of traders obviously have been sitting on some very big chunky profits. And so obviously you can't give up taking some partial profits off the table. But look, what I would say is that we probably will see maybe some consolidation in those precious metals markets now. I'd be very surprised if we just spiked back up and started making new highs again in the short term. So maybe hold off on trying to buy this dip, and you might get some better levels. And a correction when you see markets like this spiking almost vertically is actually healthy. Moving on to the currency space. Wow, again, we got the US dollar is an absolute fire. Dollar index back above 99, pushing back to 100. This has got the market totally confused, scratching their heads. But we did something that last night the CEO of Delta Airlines actually came out and said that the consumer spending had increased and it's actually accelerating. So markets sort of listening to that, thinking that look, maybe inflation may be more sticky than what they're currently thinking, and maybe the 100 basis points of Fed cuts that the market's priced in, maybe that is wrong. Look, I'm in that camp. I certainly think that with these raging bull markets, how can that be deflationary? The Fed cutting into that, I think that is quite ridiculous, to be honest. So yes, I'm in the camp that the market has got the Fed rate cuts wrong and needs to be repriced. And yes, that's a very good reason why the US dollar is so big. Equity space last night, we did see S&P and NASDAQ off marginally on the close. No surprise, this has been a raging bull market. Printing record highs almost on a daily basis. So look, a bit of buyer exhaustion's coming in maybe. So again, just like precious metals, maybe, look, I wouldn't be chasing this fresh long at the moment. Now, look, there isn't much on data-wise, event-wise to end the week. But some news that we did hear was that the BLS, the Bureau of Labour Statistics, that releases economic data, and the one that is obviously with the government shutdown is not working, and we didn't see the non-farm payrolls, but apparently they want to release the CPI data for September regardless of the government shutdown. So that's great news because obviously market does need to see CPI. So that's a wrap. Have a fantastic weekend, and we will check back in with you next week.